you being who you are in this field,
Mhm.
um, how do you feel about more spiritual content, more of a spiritual message? You know.
Well, as far as spiritual, because I know that can mean a lot there. And, when we talk spiritual lens, someone can say, well, are we talking spiritual lens in the sense of Christianity or Islam or Buddhism, whatever the case, or it could be just spiritual in the sense of those who see life as this, how can I put it, as this aura of energy. So I mean, spiritual can mean a lot of things, but where I
Mhm.
stand on the spiritual end, I like to represent everybody. That's
Okay.
the way I look at it, and I come from the mindset and ideas of, say, a Malcolm X, where we have our problems that persist in society, but yet from a spiritual standpoint, be it religion or personal beliefs or whatever, I believe those two things can be separate for the sake of unity, because if
Mhm.
we're addressing issues or problems, that's what we're addressing, issues and problems. But when
Right.
it comes to our spirituality, whatever differences we have, those things shouldn't overlap, the things that we need to take care of when it comes to issues. So a lot of times, the two get intertwined. And next thing you know, we're not talking about issues at all. We're just talking about, well, my belief is better than yours, or your belief
Right.
is falsified, or this or that. So from a spiritual standpoint, I like to see the unity there, where we have the freedom to believe anything we want to believe in terms of that, or any
Yeah.
practice that we have there. But at the same time, we're unified when it comes to our issues and things that we need to take care of as a group dynamic.
Yeah, I believe that everybody has a right to believe and practice how they do.
Right.
Um, my only thing is from more of a spiritual standpoint that I think exploring those different beliefs
Hmm.
and practices is important. It should be have more representation. And you can add there's ways that's done, even with what I'm trying to do. People telling their stories,
Right.
you know, that in itself is awesome. Hearing a person's
I agree.
story is awesome.
I
It can
agree.
be, so it's so much value we as individuals hold that if we bring it forth collectively, man, it would be awesome. I do think that raising consciousness is important. I think that giving enlightenment is important. Information that will propel us forward is important. I know at this time it's like almost a war on that, on truth. Um, the lines have been blurred and manipulated so much, one might begin to wonder what is the truth. Um, and that's why I think we have to get more comfortable with with getting the truth out there regardless. And there are truths and there are things that are relative. Um, there's no black and white per se. There is a gray area. Let's not mistake that. But some things, you gotta have sense. You gotta be able to
I
navigate
agree.
this world. So that's a truth in itself.
That's a
And
fact.
I really believe that more of that is needed. And because it allows us, all of us have a inquisitive nature about ourselves. And it allows us to begin to gain more understanding because nothing is more convicting than the truth.
Yep.
So
Always.
I think that's very important. And is that in areas that and you are focusing on the truth in a way.
Right.
You are highlighting the productivity and the diversity of black business. That's
Right.
important. That's a form of enlightenment. But in the aspects of what I was talking about, how important do you feel, or how is that part of your cause at all? Or it doesn't have to be. It could be somebody else's because you got a big lane here. So I'm just asking.
Um, I mean, for this particular project, no.
Okay.
What, well, from a journalistic standpoint, from a cinematic standpoint, will that be something that would cover? Sure. I believe there are some things there. Like for
Mhm.
instance, I remember forgot the brother's name. Is an actor. He came out with a series on Amazon about voodoo and the
Mm.
historic representation of it and where it actually came from. And now we have, variations of it, or even how it was presented in films as something evil, whatever the case may be. However, he broke it down from, its origins in Benin all the way to, uh, what do you call that? Oh man, Haiti, and also the Caribbean as well, where it is just there, and just how the variations are different, but they still represent the source of it. So
Mhm.
when it comes to spirituality, yeah, there's a lot of things that I like to explore. So I know we have a lot of variety within Black society when it comes to it. I mean, we look at Christianity, for instance. We can see the lineage between Christianity and, say, Hebrew Israelites. We
Mhm.
get that. That's a discussion that can be had there in terms of, the difference of, should I say, different types of Christianity in our community. So you have a lot of that. So would I be interested in tackling on some of these discussions that happen? Sure, I think there are some things there, of course.
Okay. You know what? I want to say this. This is my experience. I'm not speaking for nobody. But I appreciate everybody's beliefs and how they move. The only thing I will be honest and transparent is what I don't like is for people to try to force things on me. I don't like that. I don't like
I'm with
that.
you.
You want to talk about it or whatever. You want to breeze through it. You want to say, I was thinking, or this was my thought, or this is how I see things. Cool. We could do that all day. But when you start becoming forceful, that's where my hang up comes in. But outside of that, I want to say one thing that I have noticed from my experience, and this is not everybody's. Christians, they trying to convert you at Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner.
Facts. That happens.
Hebrew Israelites, baby. Ow! They out there on the concrete yelling at your ass. Okay? With the Bible, like they not playing. Okay? They not playing. They out there hollering like Teddy Pendergrass over a message.
They
Okay?
go in.